Hello paper crafters, it's Olga. Today I'd like to show you a couple of Suncatchers that I have created using the dies. Suncatchers are very quick and easy to make, and they are also a lot of fun to play with. So let's get started and see how they were created. For the first one, I'm going to use this die by Spellbinders called Love Frame. This set consists of 2 dies, and you can use just the sentiment frame, or you can use the outline, both positive and negative image, or you can combine the two and create this sentiment frame. You can use it alone or with the background. And this is exactly what I decided to go with. I've created a frame out of glossy black cardstock. And I also made a background out of acetate. Then I'm going to emboss this piece of acetate with a 3D embossing folder by Sizzix. So I'm placing it inside the folder. And because this folder is much thicker than the regular one, this is the sandwich that I'm gonna use. I'm using a metal shim, then the folder itself, and I'm covering it up with a 10 embossing mat. This is the sandwich for a platinum machine that I'm using, and if you are using one of Sizzix machines, you can find the sandwich guide on the packaging of the embossing folder. The result is a nice deeply embossed pattern. Now I'm going to stick that piece of acetate at the back of my die cut frame. I'm using a Ranger multimedia mat and a needle applicator bottle. I'm attaching my embossed acetate piece onto the frame, and then I'm going to hold it down with a large acrylic block until the glue dries completely. Then I'm going to attach some rainbow sequins on top of the acetate, and while I'm attaching them, I have some good news to share. Spellbinders are granting 15% discount to all my viewers. You can use this discount at Spellbinders online store just once, at any time until the end of this year. It works for all the products except the ones in clearance section. You just have to use this code at checkout. You can also find this information on my blog, and I'll put on the links down below in the description. Now I'm creating a little charm using some beads, some jewelry making wire, and a pair of round nose pliers. You can attach this charm either in the middle of the heart using that little swirl, or at the bottom of it. I decided to go with the bottom. So I've pierced a hole in the die cut, and I'm using a small jump ring to attach the charm to the die cut. I am working on a piercing side of my craft mat. Now I'm going to make another hole at the top of the heart and attach another jump ring with a chain to be able to hang the Suncatcher. It is easier to open and close jump rings using 2 pairs of pliers. I'm attaching a large jump ring at the other end of the chain. You can use this large ring to hang the Suncatcher onto the clear hook, or you can use a clear suction cup, especially if you're attaching it onto the glass. So this is the finished Suncatcher. It's going to look different at different lightings. Sometimes it's the clear sequins and beads that stand out, and sometimes it's the fractal pattern of the acetate. It also can create some reflections on the wall when the light hits it at a specific angle. For the next Suncatcher, I'm going to use this dove die, also by Spellbinders. It's a nice bold image, perfect for the project like that. I have die cut the image out of heat-resistant acetate, and now I'm going to apply Versamark ink all over it. Then I'm going to use some gold embossing powder. The powder I'm using is by Ranger. I'm not going to apply it all over the surface to cover it completely. Instead, I'm sprinkle it slightly around the outline of this dove as well as around each of the swirls. and I'm putting a bit more powder to the branch that she's holding in her beak. This way the dove will remain clear, but at the same time you'll be able to see the outlines quite well. Now I'm going to apply some heat, and you can see how well heat-resistant acetate works. If there's any warping at all, it's hardly visible. I have created another mirror image the same way. I've just flipped over the die cut and did the heat embossing. Now I'm going to attach a chain to each of the doves exactly the same way as I did with the sentiment heart. You can totally use some twine or a fishing line instead of the chain. All there is left to do now is to attach some sequins. I'm using the same mix, Rainbow Confetti by Cut Scrappiness. I'm attaching a sequin at the end of each swirl as well as to each leaf of the branch. And this is what the finished projects look like. Thanks for watching this tutorial till the end. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you are planning to go shopping at Spellbinders, do use a discount code. Have a great day, and I hope to see you again really soon.